And just like that, we back. Sitting with Mount, another episode. Episode like 5, I wanna say. Yeah, it's like episode 5. Yeah. So we're gonna get right into it. Um this episode is gonna be titled New Beginnings. That's gonna be the gist of it, because I could make it another time, like this, because I'm learning, like, maybe you gotta make the titles a little catchy. You know what I mean? I'm learning a lot of stuff, man. Like, sometimes I'll be looking back on the videos, I'm like, man, I could explain that better. This could look like a little this, but maybe somebody might want to talk about it. You never know. You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's a whole new situation for me. So, you know what I mean? Plus, the plan is not just to read. I'm not really like, it's not always like just to be, yeah, I want to be super big, million subscribers. Nah, it ain't really like this. Really like just to help somebody. Maybe somebody can get something from this. You never know. Like anybody, it could be just one person. Like that's all you can really do is start with one person and then go to the next one and go to the next one. But this YouTube made it to where you can get a lot of people at one time. But still, we're gonna keep it going. So, new beginnings. New beginnings can be very scary. Actually, a lot of times it is scary. A lot of times it's exciting, but it depends on what it is. My new beginnings, I had I had a lot of new beginnings. Like, you can start from going to school, you can start from going to jail, you can start from getting out of jail and trying to get on the right path. I can go to what I'm doing right now. I done left my hometown of Philadelphia and moved to a whole nother coast. I'm on the West Coast now. It's a whole different time zone, and it's not for the weak of heart. You know what I mean. I got my family with me, but we can't lean on nobody because we so far away. If everything was to go downhill, and things ain't always gonna be peaches and cream. Everything is seasons. Like, life has seasons. It goes up, it goes down. So you just gotta be willing to deal with it and endure whatever it is. It's easy to do the easy. It's easy to be cool in the good times, but when the bad times come, what you gonna do? You gonna fold? You gonna go back to mommy? Go back to daddy? Yeah, I mean, the Bible says you gotta leave your father's and mother's house and go get a spouse and become one flesh. You feel me? So y'all gotta lean on each other, and that's just how it is. So, but another thing, like, I had like when I came home from jail, I think these is the most significant new beginnings for me, because it really, these is really trying me, like, you know what I mean, like they stretching me to the limit, like, even with, like, let's go, because when I came home, that was the first thing. I was in my 20s when I came home from jail, and I did a nice little 5-year stretch, and nothing nice about it, but I did a 5-year stretch. With that being said, before I went in, I was doing the most, selling all these drugs. Like, I'm just going crazy out there. Like, I was getting money. Like, it wasn't like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, basically, I'm just trying to say, it wasn't like a small thing. I wasn't doing it just to be doing it. Like, once I found out you can get some money off it, I went hard. Like, to the point where I wasn't even like, other people, they started enjoying the money. I was enjoying my money, but it wasn't like they was. They was going out partying, they was having their way with the women. You know what I mean? Like, all that stuff come with it. Like, you going through some of that, but the main thing, I was really just stacking it up. So when I came home, I had to go get a job. It's not that I never had a job before. I used to be working summer jobs. I used to like some of my jobs included camp counselor, librarian assistant. Let me see. I worked at Blockbuster. That wasn't even a summer job. That was just right before I went to college. You know, I got a lot of stories. You know what I mean? But yeah, when I came home this time though, it wasn't. It just, like, it wasn't easy, because I said to myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm going go the legit way. Like, I'm going to get a job. I'm going to make sure, like, I'm going to win righteously. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to like sell that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you selling drugs and everything. I know, like, people going to buy it from whoever they want to buy it from. I thought that the same way. But we really was ruthless. We was selling to each other moms and dads. That's a dirty game right there. Like, because it's a money game, and you gonna like it's a real bad. Like, you see like who people are with that, and I didn't like that type of person I was, because I really was selling to people that I grew up with, parents and family members and stuff like that, and it was messing up their households. And like and you would see these people, and they know, they probably most of the time they know the hood is selling them drugs and everything. They ain't really like, and we all know what we doing, so it ain't, they wasn't like mad at you, you know what I mean? And I wasn't mad at people when they was doing stuff. I didn't really have too many people that was on drugs in my family like that, that like got strung out. But it was a thing. But you know it's just I ain't like that type of person. So I'm just painting a picture to where, though, why I wanted to change. It wasn't the right thing. And I didn't want to go back and forth to jail. Like that was a rough experience for me. Not rough ways though, like people like fights, and it was just it just, you don't want to be locked up. Like, who wants to be locked up? You can't, like, ain't no women around you now. The one, like, you see the women that's like counselors and nurses, and they trash. And now you find yourself lusting over them, like, cause you kind of like that. You wouldn't touch them on the street, but you just like, man, I ain't had a woman. And it's like, it's crazy. So, man, it's a bad job. So I wanted to be righteous, and so I went and ended up getting a job at a supermarket. I ended up getting a job at a supermarket. The supermarket name was Save a Lot. So and then what, I ended up staying there for 12 years. I ended up staying there for 12 years. But I was able to do a lot of things with that job. Like, a lot of people was coming in, they was seeing me, and it just was like like I remember it was like a line Jadakiss said, it's like you see the drug kingpin at Walmart, like you working at Walmart. But like, I'm not saying I was a drug kingpin or nothing like that. All I'm saying is like, it reminded me of that, because people was like, dang, man, you was getting money, like, now you at Walmart, why you ain't just come out and do the same thing? Because I could have. Like, people was definitely looking at me because they knew I was a hustler. They knew I was gonna go get it. They knew I ain't gonna tell. They knew like, you know what I mean? It's just things that people look at, like, all right, well, like, let's bang with him. And I just said no. Like, I'm gonna thug it out doing this, and I'm gonna see where it takes me. And they just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Then people respected it. They never disrespected me, but it was just like, you can see facial expressions. They could say stuff like, this is stuff they'll say, like, they'll come in there, I might be on a register or something like that, or I might be stocking the aisle. They're like, oh, you work here? I'm like, yeah, I'm working here. Like, how long you work here? Like, it depending on what it might have said, I just started, or I might have said 3 years now, whatever. Like, they'll say, at least you got a job. At least you be like, in your mind, you like, at least I got a job. Like basically, it's like, it's a trash can job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, they could just do better. Like, and these are people that's just coming off the street. So, whatever. Like, it is what it is. I just had to suck it up. Like, whatever. People used to seeing me a certain way. You know what I mean? They ain't seeing it. But I was able to buy my first house off of that job. I learned how to finagle the system, whereas I'm getting all this overtime, and regularly I'm not going in there. I'm not cheating them or nothing like that. But I'm going in there working and getting my money, and I was able to I was able to do a lot of things. Like, I did some stuff, and life just got better. You know what I mean? But that was like, it's still like that 12 year, in that 12 year time, it was a lot of hard things. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't always like peaches and cream, up and down. Like, I figured it out. Then you figure something out. Something like that lasts for a little minute, and then that season is over, and it goes down. Like, you gotta figure out how to get back up. Your down bad might not be as bad as another person down bad, but it's gonna be down bad to you because you used to something else, and that's just new beginnings for you. And it's just that's what it is. You gotta figure it all out again, and it just ain't easy. Like, so, and back to what I'm doing now. I know you see me in a suit, you know what I mean, this like that. I just actually came from a job fair. I came from a job fair. I looked around where I'm at, and I got some nice hits. We're gonna see how that go. I got an interview in about 2 days, actually, in the morning. and I'm gonna see if I get that. So if anybody watching, you know what I mean, say a prayer for me, because I take prayers, I take blessings. I don't believe in no luck. Don't wish me no luck. I believe in blessings and favor. So yeah. But new beginnings, like which is you cut from that cloth, or is you gonna go back to what you know, used to doing, knowing that stuff is like worse. Like you already know what you came from. Like when I left the streets, I knew what I was coming from. Selling drugs to people's family members, messing up the community, uh, just like all the other stuff that come along with it. It's people that's hating, jealousy, murder, robberies, all that stuff that come with it. I know what come with that. People snitching on you. You can't trust nobody. I know what come with that. So it's like, or you're gonna start off new and see if you can win another way. Cause there's a lot of people winning another way. Like I see a lot of my OGs, they doing big things. Big things. They got power in the city now. Some of them just got businesses, like big businesses, and they doing their thing, and like you might not even know their business is that big. It's just a good thing. Like so, you like righteous. I just look at like things like righteous is the way. If you're gonna do something new, you gotta do it righteously. Like you definitely gonna have to do. Cause a lot of times when you do something new, because you expect it to be better. Like you don't expect it to be what you just left. Like you don't expect like you. I would hope that we all know what's good and bad, and even the bad, but they know they ain't do it. Like Freeway had a song, even though what we do is wrong. Like we know, even though what we do is wrong, we know we doing wrong. It's just that we just like we feel like this is a better option for us to survive. But some people ain't willing to just thug it out in the straight and narrow path that nobody really takes like that. Only few take them paths. So, and then a lot of times they end up coming out doing way better. Like, you just don't know. Like right now, I'm looking good right now. I'm doing okay. You know, I could be doing better, but I'm doing okay. I still remember the days that I prayed for the things I now have, and I'll never forget it. So that's all I got for you. New beginnings. I hope this did something for somebody. If I'm doing good, let me know in the comments. If you feeling the content, let me know if I could do something better. Like if I could explain something better. If I was supposed to go into detail about something a little more better, let me know, because I could use the advice. All right, y'all. Until the next episode, Sigma out. I will see you later. I'll be sitting right here. It's like, no, I'm gonna be out. All right.